All right, let's finish up this final. Okay, here we go. We're gonna determine all this. This is all vocab. The leading term is the entire first term that has the highest degree. So it's -1/5, and then I have x to the third for me. The leading coefficient is just the number. So it's a -1/5. The degree is the highest exponent. And then which one of these? Quadratic is 2. Cubic is 3. Constant is just 1. And quartic is 4. So mine is a cubic. Oh, I didn't mean to do this. I should be doing it on the review. Sorry. Let's do that on the review. Because the order is a little bit different. Yowza. Sorry. Cherry bomb. 26, maybe. Yeah, that was 25. Okay. So 26, this one looks like it might be better in order than the last one too. They want us to use the intermediate value theorem. All you have to do is plug this in. Was f of -6 in? Just plug this in with parentheses, -6 to the third plus 4 times -6 squared minus 8 times -6 minus 10. So I'm just typing into my calculator right now. Parentheses are going to be important. And I got -34. Now they would like me to plug in -5. Same way, in parentheses, -5 to the third plus 4 times -5 minus 8 times -5 minus 10. And that's -115. Now here's the rule. They're going to ask if there's a 0. Oh, did I mess it up? -5 to the third plus 4. Oh, I forgot my -5 squared. I don't even know. Son of a biscuit. -5 to the third plus 4 times -5 squared. There we go. Minus 8. -5 minus 10. 5. That one's 5. So they're going to ask if there's a 0 between there. And the rule is this. If you have one negative and one positive, then the answer is yes. And if they're the same sign, then it's no. So it's because they're opposite signs that there has to be a 0. So that's the rule if they have opposite signs. Good job. Okay. They want us to find the other zeros. We are going to use division, maybe. Maybe we'll go to our calculator, or maybe we'll do division. If 3 is a 0, you can put the 0 in the box. I'll do division first. And that gives me 1, -7, 20, and -24. Then you have your party. You multiply, you add. You multiply, you add. You multiply, and you have to get 0 here. So that's your remainder number, x and x squared. And I get x squared minus 4x plus 8. And that does not factor. So you have to do division here. Now we will have to solve that. So after you divide, you'll have to solve. This one will be a tougher one for you. Okay, you can do complete the square, but I bet a lot of you are not going to want to do that. You're going to want to do quadratic formula. So let's do quadratic formula. X equals -b plus or minus the square root, b squared minus 4, a times c, that's going to give me an I, all over 2a, which is 2. 4 plus or minus 16 minus 32 is -16 over 2. And then we love math, okay? So this is 2 plus or minus -16 under the square root is 4i. 4i over 2 is 2i. So use a comma to separate the answers. Okay, So let's do 2. I don't know if you could put plus or minus or not. We'll just list them out. 2 plus I, 2 minus I. Oh, dang. 2 plus 2I, excuse me. 2 minus 2I. Okay. This guy wants us to factor it and then solve it. I believe we can factor this from our calculator. Let's look for zeros on our calculator. Let's find roots on calculator. So type that into your calculator. I'll do it on mine here. X cubed minus 9x squared. Plus 11x plus 21. Oh, doggers. 11x plus 21. Okay, and now let's look at our table. We're looking for zeros. There's one at 7. Do you see the zeros there, guys? We have one at 7. Let's go up. Oh, there's one 3, 7, 3, and negative 1. So if my zeros are at 7, 3, and negative 1, then what are the factors? The factors are change the sign, change the sign, change the sign. So now it's going to be an x minus 7, an x minus 3, and x plus 1. And we could solve it. The solutions we actually found first, and those are 7, 3, negative 1. All right, this one, let's do synthetic division here. Put negative 2 in the box. You put the opposite of the constant in the box. Coefficients here, 4, 13, 6, negative 13. Make sure everything was 3, 2, 1, 0, okay? Drop the 4. And party, that's negative 8. That's 5. Negative 10. Negative 4. Positive 8. So my remainder is negative 5, which means these two are out. And then it goes to the negative 4. So the answer is B. Okay, vertical asymptotes come from the bottom, and you will have to factor the bottom. Okay, so 2x cubed minus x squared minus 36x. They all have an x in common, which leaves you the 2x squared minus x minus 36. And then I have to factor the bottom here. And unfortunately, I have to use guess and check. There's only one way to use 2x squared. That's 2x and x. Now, for the negative 36, I can use 1 and negative 36, 2 and negative 18, 3 and negative 12, 4 and negative 9, or 6 and negative 6. Now, I cannot put an even here. So these two, anything that I can't put another even with this guy or else there would have been another GCF. So this guy is out, this guy is out, and this guy is out, which leaves me just these two. I can't put the 12 here. I would have to put the 3 here, which would put the 12 here. That's 24 and 3. That won't get me the x. I wonder where I'm messing up. 2x and x. I pulled out the x out of everybody. 36. Oh, I know why. I put 4 and 6. It's 4 and negative 9. That's why. 4 and negative 9. I'm sorry. I wrote 4 and negative 6, and that's the problem. 4 can't go here. 4 has to go here, which gives me the 8. The 9 will go here, which will give me the 9, and I need it to be a negative 9. Negative 9, positive 8. So once you factor, you set each piece equal to 0, and that's where your asymptotes are. 2 of them are easy. That was hard to factor. Which is 0, -4. And then this one, 2x minus 9 equals 0. You would have to add the 9 and divide by 2. So 2x equals 9, divide by 2, that is 9 over 2. Oh my goodness. And that's what I messed up. Guess what? That 0 would have canceled out with the 1 up top. Good thing we're doing this together. That 0 is actually a whole. Mrs. Bruno forgot to double check to see if anything canceled out. It's a domain restriction, but it's not a whole. So that 0 does not count. Okay, so the 0 doesn't count. It's just the two numbers. Whew, this has been a struggle so far. I could have used review myself. Okay, horizontal line test. This is easy. They gave me graph even. Does this pass the horizontal line test? Is it 1-to-1? The answer is no. A horizontal line would touch it twice. Oh, I'm already on chapter 5. So I need to stop this video and we'll start the chapter 5 video for the next one.